Hello students, and welcome you all again to this video lecture series on subject STP3 aptitude sessions. In last lecture we have seen some problems regarding direction and distance. In today's lecture also we will take few more problems on this direction and distance chapter, but it is related to somewhat like puzzles. So let us have the first problem. Dev, Kumar, Nilesh, Ankur, Pintu are standing facing to the north in playground such as given below. So in this kind of problems, few information related to the peoples are given, and according to this information we have to plot the diagram and then answer the questions. So under this one question there will be 2-3 sub questions also. So these sub questions carry 1 mark each in many of the exams. So this kind of problem will be related to 3, 4 or 5 marks also. So first, Dev, Kumar, Nilesh, Shankur, Pintu are standing facing to the north in a playground such that, so a few information related to these 5 person is given. Kumar is 40 meter to the right of Anku. So let us plot this diagram. First information is related to given to Kumar. So Kumar is 40 meter to the right of Ankur. So let us first plot a point for Ankur. From Ankur towards right, Kumar is placed. So 40 meter distance between Ankur and Kumar, and Kumar is right of the Ankur. Next, Dev is 60 meter in the south of Kumar. So from Kumar, south is in downward direction. So downward direction 60 meter will be next point, that is Dev. One student we have placed Dev. Next, Nilesh is at a distance 25 meter in the west of Kumar. So from Kumar 30 meter in the west, 25 meter in the west of Ankur. From Ankur 25 meter west, that means towards left hand side Nilesh is there. One thing is given in this problem already in the first sentence, that all are facing towards north. Therefore if Ankur is facing towards north, his left will be west direction. So in west direction 25 meter Nilesh will be there. Last sentence, Pintu is at a distance 90 meter in the north of Dev. So from Dev, that is from bottommost person, 90 meter distance, that is 60 plus upward 30, it will be total 90 meter distance Pintu is there. So like this, from given data we have plot the diagram in which we have placed all the persons. To reduce the time, you can just write the initials of all the persons, such as for Nilesh N, for Ankur A, for Kumar K, for Dev D, and for Pintu P, like that, and all the distances you can mark approximately. So this we have plotted from the given data, and now the question based on this paragraph is given as which one is the northeast of the person who is to the left of Kumar. So Kumar's left is Ankur. So immediate left of Kumar will be Ankur, and from Ankur, who is in the northeast direction. So you know the northeast direction in between north and east, that is in between upper and towards the right of Ankur. So that is Pintu. Only one person is there, that is Pintu will be the northeast of Ankur. So the answer will be D, option D. Second, if a boy is starting from Nilesh met to the Ankur and then to Kumar, so one person is there or one boy is there who has started to walk from Nilesh to Ankur, and then from Ankur to Kumar, and after this to Dev, and then to Pintu. That means that person has traveled 25 meter plus 40 meter plus 60 meter, and from Dev to again Pintu, that means this 60 plus 30 total 90 meter in a straight line, comma, then how much total distance did he cover. So here in this question no minimum distance is asked, just it is asked how much total distance did he cover. So if he cover in a straight line, then the total distance, if it is asked, then just find or just do the summation of all distances he has traveled. So 25 plus 40 plus 60 plus 90, because from Kumar he has traveled to Dev first, that is 60 meter, and from Dev to again Pintu it will be 90 meter. So total required distance will be 25 plus 40 plus 60 plus 30, it will be 215 meter. So option number A will be correct for this question. So these are the first simple problem was there related to direction and distance sense in the paragraph. Only two questions were there. One more question of this type, in which one more paragraph will be given, and based on that paragraph 2-3 questions will be asked. You need to first plot the diagram based on that paragraph. So second question is, each of the following question is based on the following information. 6 flats on a floor in 2 rows facing north and south are allotted to PQRSTU. That means 6 flats are there facing north and south are allotted to PQRSTU person, suppose. So these flats are given, and these you need to plot accordingly from the given data. So 3 sentences are given next. From that, first one is Q gets a north facing flat and is not next to X. Yes and U get diagonally opposite flat. R next to U gets a south facing flat, and T gets a north facing flat. So information related to flats we need to plot. So for that I will draw the two horizontal lines. Suppose this is 3 flats which are facing towards south, and these 3 flats are facing towards north. These are facing opposite to each other. So in these flats we need to mark the points P, Q, R, S, T, U. So according to these 3-4 sentences given, you need to plot here. So in first sentence you didn't get the exact where to place Q and S. So wherever from that paragraph you get the information to place the flat, you can start from that sentence only. So here I am having one sentence, S and U are diagonally opposite flats, and one more, R is next to you gets a south facing flat. So R is next to you, that means U and R are closer to each other. That may be U may be towards right or towards left of R, that we don't know, but these two are close to each other. And U is having a south facing flat. South facing, that means it is its face is towards downward direction. And one more sentence, yes and U are diagonally opposite flat. Therefore if I place U here and if I place yes here, then yes and U will be diagonally opposite flats, and U will be facing towards south. This flat will be facing towards south. These two conditions are satisfied. Now R is next to U, that means R and U will be closer, therefore I can mark here as a R. This must be R flat because these two are closer next to each other. And T gets north facing flat. We cannot place T because where we should place next to yes or next to that we don't know. That's why this sentence we will keep for next. One more sentence, Q gets a north facing flat and is not next to yes. That means Q is having north facing flat. Only 2 spaces are vacant next to yes and next to that, but Q is not next to yes. That's why Q must be here. Q must be here because it is not next to yes. And one more that in last sentence we have seen that T gets a north facing flat. That's why here must be a T flat because T is a north facing flat, and only one space is vacant here, that is central space. There we have placed T. So all the information we have utilized, only one flat is remaining, that is a P. Just we will put P here because this must be P flat because it is the only vacant space remaining. So these are the flats we have placed according to the given data, given information. In next diagram you can observe clearly. So once again I will read the problem and check whether my given positions are correct for the flats or not. Q gets a north facing flat. Whether Q has north facing flat, yes, Q is north facing flat and is not next to yes. Next to yes, that means it is not closer to yes. Yes, it is also correct. Yes, and you get diagonally opposite flat. Yes, yes, and you are diagonally opposite flats. R next to you. Yes, R is near to you. Next to you, that means it is near to you, close to you. It is correct. Gets a south facing flat. Yes, both are having south facing flats. And T gets a north facing flat. T is also north facing flat. That's why our positions of these all flats are correct. So according to this problem, we have plotted the diagram, and now we will solve the questions based on that. First question: if the flat P and T are interchanged, then whose flat will be next to that of U? P and T, if they are interchanged, then we will draw once again the diagram of interchanged position where T and P are interchanged. Now in that second diagram, what is asked, whose flat will be next to U? So U is at the corner, and next to you, that means after you, who is closer to you. So R is closer to you, that's why flat R will be next to you. Option number C will be correct for this question. Next, which of the following combination gets south facing flat? Now whatever first diagram we have plotted, in that diagram it is asked that which of the following combination gets a south facing flat. So south facing, that means downward facing. So P R U, or you can see in the option it is given in reverse manner, that is U R P. Option number C, are having the flats towards the south facing. Therefore option number C is correct for this question. Next, the flats of which of the other pair than SU is diagonally opposite to the each other. So just like SU, S and U flats, P and Q flats are also the diagonally opposite flats. So this is the question asked, which two flats are diagonally opposite? So QP is the option here, that is A option is correct. Those two are also the diagonally opposite flats. One more question based on same. So whose flat is in between Q and S? So in between Q and S, T's flat is there, that you can observe in that diagram. So hence T is in between the Q and S. Option number A will be correct for this. So such kind of questions were there if you draw the first diagram correctly from the question only, then further questions are very simple to solve. Just you have to take care of the directions, or you have to take care of the all the points whether they are covered in your final diagram or not. If any point is not following, then your diagram is wrong, and if your diagram is wrong, your questions next question will be definitely wrong. So take care while drawing the diagram. So thanks for watching. In next video also we'll solve same kind of problems.